Hello, welcome to A VO's Journey. My name is Anthony Pica. This show is all about helping the new and upcoming voiceover artists grow their business, sidestep all the crazy things that this guy with no hair, there's a little bit there, steps on. It is Wednesday. Yes, I'm still under the weather, but I figured I needed to do a video to talk to you about something extremely important, and that is leverage. Leverage. So I'm often asked in my voiceover business, how do you do so much? How are you doing voiceovers? How are you doing the academy? How are you doing demos and courses and podcasts and videos and all this jazz, academy voices, all these things? How are you doing? How are you leveraging all? How do you do all this? And the answer is leverage. So what I mean by that is that early on, I realized when I got super busy in voiceover, especially with audiobooks. Audiobooks was such a good education for me, doing audiobook work, voiceovers for audiobooks, and for a variety of reasons, not just for becoming a better narrator, better reading out loud skills, performance skills, all that jazz, editing, my goodness, engineering skills, but also for the way I looked at the business, okay? And what it taught me was that there is only a certain amount of things that you can do in a day. And you'll be like, well, duh, Anthony. But what I'm trying to get at is that unless you've gotten to that point yet, when you get to the point, or unless you've gotten to the point yet, you're not going to understand this. But when you do, you'll realize that you'll get so busy that there is no more time, literally, like literal time, to do more voiceover work because there's only one of you. And because of that, there's no way to make more money. But the point I'm trying to make to you is, though, to get to the next part, which is leverage, is that there is only one of you, and there's only so much time in a day. To get to that point where you have to then leverage more, but just to get to the point where you're so busy, because other people will be like, look, I don't care, I just want to be that busy. All right, so how do you get that busy? How do you do all of that? How do you get there? Okay, especially, for example, like if you are auditioning. Well, the reality is that leverage is a way for you to look at, how can I get more eyeballs on my business? How can I get more people to see me without me having to do 10x of the work, right? So using our heads instead of putting them down to do more work. That's what leverage is about. Leveraging OPT, OPM, other people's time, other people's money. Okay? Meaning that platforms, for example, to put that go out, I call them online agents, right? Like Fiverr and Upwork and People Per Hour and Voquint and Voices and Voice123 and The Voice Realm and Bodago and VO Planet and Casting Call Club and what is the other, Voice Jungle, and all these different, Bunny Studios. Some are better than others. But the point is, though, is there's all of these platforms, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. Those are the more popular ones. Okay. But what I'm trying to make to you is that by getting yourself on these platforms, just putting your profiles up with as many demos and samples, whether it's single samples or 6 spot samples, demo reels, putting up as much as you can on all of these platforms with your profile, with headshots, with your reels, with videos if you have them, as much as you can. And if you didn't do anything else but just getting them up all on those platforms until they literally tell you, please don't put anything else up, Anthony, please stop, we know you're here on the platform. That's leveraging all of those people, the time they put into building those websites and those business, the money they're putting into marketing them constantly, day in and day out. Leverage that for your business, because there's no way collectively, any of us can match that power of all of that marketing money that's being spent. You have to consider this. This is the age we live in. All right. So that's one thing. Be on all of these things. Leverage all of that money and time that is being spent on running, building, and marketing those businesses in turn, which would be you if you're on that platform. Okay. Does this mean you're going to get tons of work? No, but I'm just saying it means that you're going to be able to leverage that so that while you're putting that stuff up, it's marketing you. Okay. Then look at things that help leverage more time, like building out a website that hits in the search engines so that people can find you. Social media. Now, I'm giving a broad look, okay? Because part of a VO's Journey Elite Academy, for example, all right, and our students there is I teach a marketing plan that has, a step 1, step 2, step 3, because I put together something over the years that has worked for me and has worked for hundreds of other voice actors that I've coached and helped, and I go to this plan in an order. So when I say like social media and your website platforms, that's an order. And always look at the platforms first because they generate more money for you right off the bat, opportunities, than it will doing it the other way, which is building your own stuff, which you still want to do. Okay, but we need to leverage the platforms first in order to make the money to reinvest in the building of the business, your brick and mortar business online. We got online brick and mortar, if you want to call your website that, right? Because that takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of time to build authority. It takes a lot of time to build out a website. It takes a lot of time to build pages, to build blogs, to build any sort of presence. Okay, social media, it's the same way. It takes time. It takes years. Don't the people who like go viral or any of that. I mean, what good, great for them. That's not 99% of us. Okay, it takes years of consistent work. So the reason why I'm talking about leveraging is because we want to find the places that allow us to leverage other people's money and other people's time and efforts in order to grow our business at a lot faster of a rate. Okay, and that's what I want you to always be thinking about. Now, where do auditions play a part in this? Auditions are a great way for you to get in front of people who are actively buying at that moment. But this is an active style of marketing as opposed to a passive style of marketing. Okay, don't get me wrong. All marketing, advertising, sales, okay, takes work. All of it. But some of it takes work up front, right, where then it keeps working for you because of OPM and OPT, or some of it takes active daily work where you must keep doing it. Okay, so for example, profiles, samples, demos, putting them up on sites, that takes a lot of work up front, and then those sites keep marketing you. The auditions and things like that, those takes work actively, where you're doing that day in and day out. Combining those two, all right, you're leveraging a lot. And you're being everywhere and getting everything. And the reason also why you want to have a website is because what happens is a lot of people will go to you and find you on the internet on these different sites, and they'll look for you on they'll look for how to get to you directly without having to go through the website. The more places you are, the more leverage you have, the faster and bigger you're going to grow your business. Don't get me wrong, this is a lot of work. It's a lot of work. But you're going to be able to leverage yourself 10, 20, 30 times more than you would by you just doing it all yourself. And no matter how many auditions you can do, you can only do so many auditions as well. So let's just say you're just like a machine and you pump out 20 to 30 auditions a day. That's wonderful. Okay, 20, 30 auditions you're getting in front of 20 to 30 people a day. That's insane, right? If you can do that, that's great. That's not most people, but if you can do that, that's fantastic. Then you also remember you got to find the places where you can be getting that much auditions a day too, right? So you're going to have to pay for a lot of these platforms. But I digress. Point is that that's wonderful. However, if I can also leverage these other places where I'm being seen hundreds and hundreds of times or thousands of times a day for people who are interested in purchasing me, do you see the leverage there? It is so much different. And this is why, and this is what's different about the way we market and advertise and sell today as voice actors than voice actors that might have done it in the past. because it's a different world. I'm not saying that other world still doesn't exist, and that there isn't still marketing that's being done by agents and agencies from the good old boy system and all that stuff. Whatever, that's fine. That's wonderful. But there's also other ways that we do business these days too, and this is online, from people buying from online places. And leverage that. Leverage it. Never underestimate the power of traffic. Eyeballs. That's power. It's influence. It's the way for you to control your future. AI is just simply beating the eyeball game. Don't let them. You leverage the snot out of everywhere you can. Okay? And you will put up a fight that's worthy of success. All right. I hope you guys, this video, this got me fired up. I'm going to go back and lay down because I probably passed out after because I had to say this today. Get a shot of coffee and tell me, leverage. Don't back down. Now's the time to push harder. Okay? If you are feeling me in this video, please hit that like and subscribe button. Also, again, it's good to have the knowledge of what to put up on these sites, where to go and stuff. Check out Avio's Journey Elite Academy. This is a great time to join. We've got an incredible new year coming up that's really going to help push all of our members off right and get the support they need and not be caught up in all this mess that's going on. Where it's a wonderful community. Check out the link below. All right, we'd love to have you. Thank you so much for watching. As always, I'm a little delirious. So I hope everything I said was on par. So we'll see. We'll listen. You have a good one. Have a good Wednesday. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye, everybody.